Hi guys, welcome back to Dudley Central. Today I just wanted to do a review of the brand new Hornby Class 87. It's a fantastic model by Hornby, and I just wanted to go through all the bits and pieces with it. Hope you enjoy. Thanks now. So I just wanted to start off by talking about the Class 87 that in real life. It came about from British Rail needing a more powerful mixed traffic electric locomotive on the West Coast Main Line, and this was decided in the 70s, and I think it was completed in 1974, and this was to assist with the existing Class 86s, which ran between Euston and Crewe, but the 87s took over the role of going north of Crewe towards Scotland. So the intercity services were initially in the corporate blue livery, so you had blue 87s for a considerable time, but they eventually progressed into Intercity Executive, Intercity Swallow, and then into Virgin Trains when they were privatised. They actually stuck around with Virgin for quite a while actually, and I think it says that the last mainstream locomotive service was in 2005. Don't know if that was with Virgin or not, but that it looks to be Virgin. And that, obviously we all know now that the Pendolinos are responsible for the duties that the 87s were once in charge of, but I believe a number of them now have actually been exported to Bulgaria, and I don't know how many are still in active service over there, but it's nice to see that a locomotive that was produced in 1974 is still going. Currently in Britain, I believe there's an 87-001, I think that's in the National Railway Museum. You've got 87-002, which is operational, I believe. I think that's with Caledonian Sleeper. And then finally you've got 82035. It's the Robert Burns one. It's the other model, and that's at Crewe. I actually got to see that quite recently at the Heritage Centre. It's worth a look if you're into your electrics. So yeah, that's the 87. So now we'll take a look at the model. So we'll start off with the box. It's in the standard Hornby kind of style, and it's the one with the sleeve on the inside. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about the box, but what I did like was this nice little graphic that they've put on the back. So if I can, there we go. I think that's really cool. I mean, being from like an engineering background, I like a drawing like that. I really like that. And then obviously you have your usual kind of detail about the class. So yeah, it's pretty standard. The livery on the front, it looks really nice, and it's a very good match for the model. So we'll take a closer look at the model now. First impressions, it's very impressive. The livery looks really smart. All the lines are very crisp, and the livery looks spot on to me. In terms of the shape as well, I think Hornby have done a really good job and captured the 87 really well. On the front we have the marker lights, the high intensity light, and the TDM cables. I think it looks really good. As we come round, the bogie detail looks really nice. I think it looks really good. And then we have some other kind of piping just along there. Personally, when taking the body off, I did find that these kept detaching themselves, so you have to be very careful with that. And a couple of the other underframe items although they look really good, they were liable to falling off when I was taking the body off, but I'll talk about that afterwards. Once we come to the roof, you can see that the overhead equipment has been picked out well, and then we have the pantograph just there. The pantograph has caused a bit of controversy, obviously, because it's plastic. Appearance wise, I think it looks really good. However, I found it a bit flimsy. When I poked it up, the whole kind of thing fell apart, so I had to clip that back on. The other problem as well is on catenary systems, this is going to have issues. If you just have a look at my 85 for a minute, of course under wires this will follow the contours almost of the wires, because it's spring loaded, whereas this one isn't. There's a little bit of give in it, but it's not gonna bounce up, which is a shame really, because the rest of the model has been done so well. I can live with it personally. I think it looks good, and what I'll do is I'll make it so that the pantograph is very close to the wires when I put them in, so that when it's going at speed you wouldn't even notice it. But I do wonder if Hornby may reassess the plastic pantograph and do the virgin one with a metal one. But it would be interesting to see. I'd like to hear what you guys think about the plastic pantograph, and whether Hornby should go down a different route with the future 87s. So what I want to do is I will show you the slow running speeds and then just some generic running shots. Okay. Oh no. So what I'm going to do, I'll just show you the lighting features on this model. It's got two settings. It's got day setting and night setting, and it's got a switch just underneath. So what I'll do, I'll just show you those. So this is night setting. This has the high intensity light in the middle switched on. As you can clearly see, it's much brighter than the two marker lights, which I think is really good. You also have cab lights, which are really subtle, and they look really good to me as well. In both modes, the tail lights are red, as you would expect, and they look nice as well. As far as I can see, there's no way of turning the tail lights off independently. Or someone might be able to correct me on that, but as far as I can see, there's only the one switch for day and night mode. In day mode, you just get the two marker lights which come on either side. Again, it's the same with the tail lights, just like so, and also you don't get the cab light on in day mode. So that's that. So yes, so what I'm going to do, I will show you the running kind of performance of the model, and then leave you with some generic running shots. Okay. So here we are. So I forgot to mention earlier that the weight of the model is very impressive. I'd expect this to have a very good haulage capability. The motor certainly seems extremely smooth, as I'm about to demonstrate now. So we'll do slow speed first. As you can see, there's a very, very good slow speed performance right there. Cannot fault it for that. Don't think I have many other models that run as smooth as that at that speed. just take it back the other way.